Today we're rating custom Magic the Gathering cards today, so make sure you grab a cup of coffee and enjoy the show because it's going to be a long one. We're going to start off with I Cast. This is a blue X sorcery. When you cast this spell, scry X. But you know what? You don't just cast, you also cascade. Which, I don't know, depending... Oh yeah, you get the Scry X, so you can scry deep enough to find exactly what you want to stack and directly on top of your deck. It's a bit of a creative card. And that also makes me wonder, has there ever been an X Cascade card before? It does make me wonder a little bit. Now, normally, if it was just X, so like if X was 20, you could fall into a 1-drop by accident. That would be embarrassing, but we are, of course, scrying, so we can keep cards on the top of our deck, or we can put them to the bottom and keep digging for the good stuff. It's actually... I don't know if it's a good card, but it's pretty good. It's sorcery speed, nonetheless, so you can't like doing it at instant speed. I like the shorts from this artist. Oh, the punky doodles. I cast for blue and living end for the win. Oh, you know what? That's a very good point. You know, to be honest, I don't even think your 2-mana living end would be very good. I'm not gonna lie. I think 2-mana living end would be pretty bad. And I'll tell you why. It's because like you would have nothing in the graveyard. I mean, there might be like turn 1. I guess you could like cycle 1 card with mana and then like a few street race, and then 2 mana, and then you guess you living end. But also there wouldn't be really much in play by turn 2, but it'll be something. So okay, it actually you're making a really good point. You know what's more dangerous? Crashing Footfalls. That would be the problem. Okay, maybe a danger. Turn 2. On the play, put 2 8/8 creatures on the battlefield. That actually is a problem. I think the living end is not the issue here. And it's like, unfortunately, I'm not home yet, but you're going to be home eventually. Don't worry, this is a long show. Could mean extra counter magic. What, with I Cast? I don't think you're going to hit any of that counter magic. It means we can include a new suite of 2-mana support spells in Cascade as well. No, you know what? I actually agree. I think this is dangerous. 2 mana for Crashing Footfalls. Maybe in Commander, that doesn't look like a big deal. But in one-on-one Magic, that would be insane. It would be absolutely insane. All right, who are we starting off with today? We are starting off with Bacon Catbug. You want to be part of the show? Well, I'll tell you what, you gotta join my Discord. You gotta submit the cards in that Discord. Superchat over here, and I'm gonna look them up. And Bacon Cat says, look for the post called Gorehounds. So I look up Gorehounds. I find Bacon Catbug's card because I hate the mole and space snake. I have no idea what that means, but we'll evaluate this, and then you can be part of the show. Gorehounds is a 3-mana 3/2 demon. Protection from green and from blue. Mana abilities of non-land creatures your opponents control can't be activated. From non-land... So, okay, so... So if it's a land and it's a creature, it can be activated. We're looking out for you, Dryad Arbor. Creatures your opponents control get -1/-1 for each +1/+1 counter on them. We're gonna keep some of those +1/+1 counters in check. So, oh, you want to keep in check Badger Mole and the Ouroboros counter. Okay, so basically you have a problem with current standard. I see. I don't think there's anything wrong with this. Creatures your opponents control get -1/-1 for each +1/+1 counter on them. And it keeps the +1/+1 counter on them. So if an undying creature comes back, it gets the +1/+1 counter, but it's shrunken anyway, and it's going to die permanently when you kill it. Okay, cool card. That works out. My Dia Star Dream says, oh, I never get a chance to catch you live. Just wanted to say thank you for all the AI-generated VODs. I have them on the background every day. I know, I have enough of those VODs that you could listen to it every single day. Probably for a few years. Thank you so much for the love. All right, we're going to go back to the freebie section. Oh, by the way, we do have a bingo card here. All right, so take a screenshot. You got your screenshots ready? You're responsible to catch those bingo cards. And if you if we hit a bingo, then we get some more freebies for the chat. Now, next, we've got, what is this? Can I click on any of them? Not really. Okay, what is this? I'll start with the middle one. Brittle Wisdom Quartz. This is a 2-mana, 4 loyalty spark. So this is like a Planeswalker spark. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card. Oh, it's like an enchantment that can die. That's basically what it is. So this is like it's a one-sided Howling Mine. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card. That might be really, really strong. Like unbelievably too strong. Okay, what do we have here? The Brittle Rage Quartz. It's a 2-mana, 4 loyalty. At the beginning of combat on your turn, creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain haste until end of turn. I think that one's a stinker. I think even in red decks, like, it's okay, I guess. But the problem is, most of the creatures I bet already have haste. I think it's a bit vulnerable. If you're not doing anything, I guess if you play this on turn 2, maybe it's fine. I don't think it's that spectacular. Brittle Life Quartz is the green one. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. That one might be okay. That's almost like Bitter Blossom, except you don't lose any life, and also it can protect the Brittle Life Quartz. So on the top right, we've got Brittle Agony Quartz. The black one says, whenever an opponent draws a card, they lose 1 life. Meh. And then Brittle Prison Quartz, we have... when this spark enters, exile target non-land permanent opponent controls until the spark leaves the battlefield. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I think I'll give you this much. I mean, this is completely new and innovative. This is a great idea. It's almost like it's an enchantment that you can kill, so they can like buff up the power level a little bit, knowing that, like, you know, they're somewhat vulnerable. How are they planeswalkers? They are the spark of a planeswalker. I don't know. I guess it's like the aura, the essence of a plane. It's not like the planeswalker itself. It was the spark that made them, I guess, for the most part. We've got 3 mana for each instead of 2 would be fair, but then it would be too fair. At that point, like, you might as well play a planeswalker. Like that, I think that's the problem. So if you make it so fair that you might as well play a planeswalker, then none of these will probably none of these would see play. So at the moment, it's just like a passive enchantment. Okay, I think I'm the most concerned about Brittle Wisdom Quartz, because you could probably gain a lot of value off of that one before your opponent can actually deal with it. So, but outside of that, I think the other ones are okay. Next super chat we've got from Jesus with Another Dimension. Let's look up Another Dimension around here. Exclamation point on top of that. Oh, I didn't know this is you, Jesus. All right, Jesus. Another Dimension is a 3-mana sorcery. For every player, choose a permanent they own and send them to another dimension. Exile those permanents with 3 time counters on them. If they don't have suspend, they gain suspend. When the last time counter is removed, return them to the battlefield under their owner's control. Now, why don't you just say it's suspend? Like, that's what it is. Just suspend the cards. For every player, choose a permanent they own, and it gains suspend. You went out of the way to give it, like, I don't know, a new keyword. Yeah, apparently it's for flavor. It's like one of those 40k things. It's like any of those theme decks. Like all those themed decks had a bunch of mechanics that, like, you know, one-off mechanics. You know what I mean? The keywords are shortcut for rules text. Honestly, gaining suspend with 3 time counters is probably good enough. You didn't see the new bingo card? Then you don't get to see it. Just kidding. Here it is. Screenshot it very quickly. New custom keyword? Oh yeah, I guess that would be a new custom keyword. Speaking of bingo cards. Where is this? This is a little bit different. New custom keyword. Another Dimension! Yeah, that works. Another one. Creatures cast off suspend gain haste, so it's fine. Oh, absolutely. So, I mean, Doctor Who didn't break suspend, and if it didn't do it, nothing's going to do it. Is this secretly a Doctor Who card? Are these Doctor Who characters over here in the bottom left corner? Okay, Elgot says, because if it was suspend, they would need to be cast and therefore could be countered. Is this different? It says, if they don't have suspend, they gain suspend. When the last time counter is removed, return them to the battlefield under their own... Oh, I see. So another dimension is just literally suspend minus the cast trigger. It's just weird, actually, to use the suspend mechanic for this. I'll allow it, though. Okay, next up. We've got, in the freebie section, the Math Shahrazad. Of course, people love the maths. Double white, double X, double trouble. Sorcery, play 2 to the power of X subgames of Magic. That sounds miserable. Like, it's just terrible. After each subgame, the player who lost that subgame halves their life total rounded down. We're never playing with that card. No one would ever play with that card. It's an abomination. Who's playing with this thing? Anyone want to play with Math Shahrazad? I don't even think anyone wants to play with regular Shahrazad. New card, Mathemagic's meme? Possibly. In the worst possible way. Let's make this game take 2x times as long. You know, there's like 2 types of people in this world. There's people who like their games nice and short, and then there's people who want to make like a whole month out of the game. Like, okay, let's all get together like 3 times a week to play this game, and then it's done after a long time. But like, what is the longest game possible? Is it D&D? I don't know if D&D is the longest one. I know that one can span like multiple weekends though. It can go on for forever, depending how they set it up, I guess. We love Magic, so why not play more Magic? Because we like stories to end, don't we? Some people like to try to win more than one. Some people like to play more than one game a night, for the most part. Concede by annoyance. Okay, yeah, they play Math Shahrazad. Okay, we all quit. That's it. Easiest way never to come back. Okay, not just weekends. D&D campaigns can take years. Oh my god! That's too long. It's way too long for me. What happened to bingo spaces? It's been updated. Yeah, oh yeah, we have an uncard instead of the Dono to Pedgeman because it was almost a lock that it was always going to be there. To be honest, I think like 80% of this the bingo sheet was a lock anyway. Next up, we've got the damn draws with Bagger 288. That is a highly unusual name. All right, Bagger 288. Landscape Devastator. This is a red XX construct. It's a 4/4 creature. As you cast Landscape Devastator, Cascade X, another Cascade spell. What's with you people? X times, and sacrifice a land for each spell you cast with Cascade this turn. Okay, at least that's fair. So we're turning dirt into cards. Also has trample. So all you have to do is you need a lot of mana. Okay, step 1, we need a lot of red mana. And then we're just gonna cast a billion things. You do have to, I guess you do have to sacrifice. Do you have to sacrifice a land? What if I have only 1 land in play? Is it okay that I just don't sacrifice anything? Is that fine? Is that fair? Erethusa asks, one question. Are players hate more losing to a slower deck than losing to a faster deck? I'm not sure. I think people prefer losing to a slower deck. People complain about losing to a slower deck until the game is too fast and they never get to play the game at all. That's fine. You have no lands already. Okay, that's good. Sacrificing a land is part of the effect, not the cost. Excellent. So this thing could potentially is busted with infinite mana. If you have infinite mana, you could just play your entire deck. Basically, it's an infinite mana sink. It would completely change the game in terms of win conditions with infinite mana. So it's like, okay, I have infinite mana, Landscape Devastator. All right, play every card in my deck because I can. That's just how it would work around here. I guess I mean, it's super expensive. It's like, you have infinite mana or bust. Just, wait, if you Cascade 0 times, does this have Cascade? No. It says Cascade X times. So if you play it for triple red, I assume you get nothing. It's all right, you get nothing. Good day, sir. You lose! And so on. All right, you heard the music. You know what that means? It means I gotta thank my sponsor today. Not, but I love thanking my sponsor today. FusionGamingOnline.com. Deal of the week. Save 20% off old dice, but you love the creativity of custom cards. Why don't you buy some? You know, create your own decks between Standard, Pioneer, and Commander with Lorwyn Eclipse and Avatar: The Last Airbender, not to mention like millions of other cards that are in the history of Magic the Gathering when you buy cards from FusionGamingOnline.com. But here's the trick. You got to use coupon code Nikachu to save yourself 5% off all your purchases, and it supports, of course, the channel, which is my favorite part of this coupon code. All right, let's get back to... Oh, we'll look at one more freebie from the freebie section. Okay, we have Light Confidant. Oh, it is the... it's the opposite. It's the opposite of Dark Confidant. It's light. It's the... Oh, and it's also completely inverted. He's gone... I don't want to say he's albino. He looks actually... It's... What is this called? The negative. This is like the negative to a regular one. Okay, 2 mana, and it's in white. It's a 2/1 human wizard. At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal the top card of your library and put that card into your hand. Each opponent gains life equal to its mana value. Oh! Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Is basically like card draw. I like that card. Yeah, negative. Negative meaning that you're correct. You're positively correct with the negative. Flavor Fail should be a 1/2. Yeah, you're right. Do you know what? I agree with you. That would also make a whole lot more sense with it being a white card. Those little, what's it called? Squires. So many squires in white. It will still be called Bob because Bob backwards is Bob. Wow! Such card does exist from Shadowmoor? Really? What, the real thing? At this mana cost? It can't be the same thing. But it's blue and white. That makes a lot of sense. Should be a 1/2. Well, you know what? It says at the bottom, kindness at any cost. Thank you very much. Cool card. Funny effect. All right, now from here on out, it's super chats galore. Starting with some of the bigger ones. Big Mike, thank you very much for your super chat. Happy Wednesday, as per usual. 2 cards for me and 2 donos for whoever. Got some angels for today. Bonus points if you can guess the design inspiration behind the second card. Probably not. I am so bad with my Magic the Gathering trivia. So you want a Chroma Angel of Ruin. You brought a Chroma back, huh? And Sarah Imposter. What is that? Supposed to be like a combination of Sarah Angel and Clone? Okay, a Chroma Angel of Ruin. This is a Chroma Angel of Wrath, but now of Ruin. It's for 7, what is it, 7 mana? 7 mana, it's a 6/6 Angel. Flying, Death Touch, protection from white and from green. So we're not, okay, so it's not pro red and black anymore. We're dealing with the other colors. Oh yeah, and the other Chroma was white. Then we have whenever a Chroma attacks, destroy target creature with power less than a Chroma's. That's quite useful. And then for 6 mana, return a Chroma from your graveyard to the battlefield with 3+1/+1 counters on it. That is insane. I actually think that last ability is actually quite strong. Because you don't even need this thing in your hand. You can keep this in the graveyard. So, I mean, so there's 2 ways of playing with this card. A, you can cheat it onto the battlefield or cheat it from your hand or deck. But then there's plan B. Just curve out into 6 mana and put it into play. Now, it'll just be a 3/3, but still pro white and green Flying Death Touch. Attacks. Oh, I see. So the attack is going to be a lot weaker because it's a 3/3. Yeah, there's also a color-shifted red Acroma, so the tracks. Not plain shift. I'm mixing up the set names. Acroma Angel of Fury is red. Oh, so we're just going through the cycle. We need a blue Acroma. Acroma, Angel of Knowledge. Bingo, Nikachu can't read. What did I not read? What did I miss this time? I'm always accused of not reading stuff. Okay, he read it correctly, but spoke it incorrectly. Huh? Well, it sounds like there was a verification here. There is a bingo card. You'll see it as it comes up. I don't want to keep bringing it up. Oh, I said +1/+1. Oh, it's a -1/-1. It's a negative. It shrink. It's gonna shrink the Acroma. Acroma gets smaller. The Angel of Time. Oh my god. When Acroma enters the battlefield, take an extra turn after this one. Okay, I don't have any problem with this card. This card's, I think it almost feels like another Acroma. Exactly what they would play. It will probably be balanced. Like this ability is still strong. If it was a 3/3 flyer, even for 6 mana, that kills off my opponent's most creatures, it's still going to be a pretty strong card. Okay, next we have Sarah Imposter. Oh, very sus. I don't believe this Sarah over here. Time to vote her off the bridge. Okay, we have a 5 mana 0/1. It's not even blue. Is this a blue card or is this a white card? Its color identity is white, but the card itself is blue. It's got Shapeshifter and Changeling. As long as this creature is on the battlefield, it's a 4/4 angel with flying and vigilance. I don't get it. Well, hold on. So, it's just. Oh, I see. It's not a clone at all. You know, you're reading the name. I just assumed, oh, this has to be a clone effect, but it's not cloning. It's just a changeling. So it's a changeling that's basically a 4/4 flyer with vigilance. The Imposter was inspired by the time elemental misprints from 4th edition that Sarah's Angels card stats on it. Oh, people run them back in the day. It sounds like somebody knew the reference. I had no idea it was referencing something like that. That's weird. Okay, so you can search for it with basically any effect, but it becomes only an angel once on the field. It's a shapeshifter in other zones. Savara, thanks for the VODs recently. First time catching a live stream. Thank you very much, Savara. We have a lot of newcomers coming. You know, long time fans and viewers of the VODs. First time viewers of the streams. It's a blue 0/1 impasta shapeshifter that's impersonating a Sarah Angel. Impersonating maybe a little too much. Maybe quite the stalker. It's Sarah's stalker. Okay, I do approve of this card. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this thing. It's literally just Sarah Angel. I don't even know if it would see any play. For anyone, I guess if anyone needed a random 4/4 vigilance creature, they could play it in almost any single deck. Okay, next up, we've got who do we got next? We got Elixir, Era 5/5/5. What's up with this? For 2 cards? Why is everyone's putting numbers at the end of their name? Era 5/5/5. Unrelated question. What kind of coffee do you like most? Usually dark roast coffee. I like my coffee super strong. Yeah, super strong in terms of flavor. I've also been hedging. I've been drinking like dark roast decaf mixed with regular coffee, so it's not nearly as strong. I tried to go complete decaf, wasn't possible. So my best hedge right now is a mix between decaf and regular coffee at the same time. Just make the caffeine a little bit weaker, but still running through my veins. I couldn't go cold. I couldn't go cold turkey, people. Okay, next up we have Fortified Dam. It is a blue 0/2 wall with Defender. When this creature enters, if you cast it from your hand, create 2 tokens that are copies of it. That sounds awful. That sounds terrible. So basically, for a blue, you literally have a giant wall in front of you. Yeah, it's right. Damn. Then when this creature leaves the battlefield, sacrifice all other creatures with the same name. Oh, I see. Oh, interesting. Okay, so first I thought this was just going to be really frustrating to deal with. This is like a creature-based deck's worst nightmare. Like, they have to have removal or they're screwed. They're going to constantly be, like, blocked off by this stupid thing. So you block the 3/1/1s. You can even block, like, bigger things just to slow them down so that you can curve out. I think a lot of control decks might be interested in something like this. I wonder if Nikachu knows what a system is. Depends what you mean by a system. Operating system? A system like a plan? Pedgeman says, I mean, it's just a 0/2. It's 3 0/2s. Although after, okay, you know what? Okay, wait. You're actually right. I didn't think this thing clearly. If I block one big creature with 1/0/2 and it dies, I lose all of them. That's not good. That wasn't part of my plan. Okay, it's just legal. I cannot fault that card. We got Hyper Vigilance. It's a white aura, enchant creature. Enchanted creature can't become tapped. Interesting. You know what? This is incredibly unique. This actually maybe one of the top 5 creative designs I've ever seen. Because so first off, I'm assuming the creature just can't attack anymore. Unless it has vigilance. But also, so it's pseudo removal in that case, but it also is removal for any creatures with activated abilities that require tapping. I mean, I'm assuming that's what it means, Zima Invader. Like it can't attack. Would be good for preventing tapping of activated abilities. Exactly. So you get a little bit of both, because there's a lot of cards out there. The creature can't activate its abilities, but then you can attack with it. Then there's other cards that, like, this creature can't attack or block, but then you can still activate its abilities. I'll assume if you use it on a land or elves, it cannot tap for mana anymore. But that's exactly the point of it. Cliff says Hypervigilance needs to grant vigilance, or it can't attack. Also negates its tap abilities. I think yeah, it's a very, very elegant design. I really like this card. It's a fascinating design. I've never heard of something like that, you know? And that's what I like about these simple cards. It's just one sentence, and it's like, it's a game changer. It's just a complete game changer. Zybers, honestly, you know, I agree. I also think it's Zybers, 100%. Is there a Zybers spot on this? I don't think so. This is not Zyber week. We can still use the language though. All right, next up we've got, what do we got next? We have Kano with the Bird Chili Paradise and Reaper Leviathan. Okay, Bird chili? Like a chili dog? Chili dogs. Thank you very much, Kano. You know who likes chili dogs the most? Does anyone know who's the biggest fan of chili dogs? I'll let you know in a second. Bird Chili Paradise. It's a land. Tap, choose a creature you control. Add 1 mana of any color. This land deals 1 damage to the chosen creature unless it's a bird. Choose so you can't play it on turn 1 because you have no creature in play. Okay, you know, I can get behind that. So it's basically, it's like a somewhat, it's a Wooburg land, but only under the condition that there's a creature in play. If you have no creature in play, it's dead, which actually makes it vulnerable. So you could like play turn 1 creature off of another land, and if they kill it, then like the Bird Chili Paradise is just wasting in your hand. Yeah, no creature, no mana. You get nothing. Likely fair, says Trent Sims, because requiring a creature is a big cost for a land. Absolutely. Pain land for your creature. Yeah, sort of. It's like, it's a pain land for them. It brings the pain to the creatures. They also, yeah, another thing is they can't have 1 toughness. If they have 1 toughness, they're going to be cooked. Unless it's a bird of paradise. This is flavor win since birds can't taste spicy food. Is that right? Memnite? You know, what, you want to snipe off your Memnite or something? Bingo flavor win? Sure. I guess so. Why? Because the birds can't taste the spice of chili? It's a weak flavor win, but a flavor win nonetheless. If anyone wanted to see the bingo card, here it is. You got your screenshot? You got your screenshot? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's gone. It's gone. Because we gotta thank Mana Traders, the premier place for renting Magic cards online. The ability to play any deck, any format you want. On the digital client, Magic Online. Screw MTG Arena. You can't rent cards there. You buy those cards, you're basically stuck with them. Not so on Magic Online. You can rent cards and play all the formats, and then when you're done with the cards, send them back, rent new ones. You could support the channel by renting using coupon code Nikachu_G4U for 40% cash back on your 3rd month subscription. I have nothing against Arena, but, you know, still. You can't rent cards there. Next. Why thank the sponsor twice? I'm trying to divide out the sponsor. You know, I noticed that when I have this long sponsor segment, you guys leave. Like, the number of people are like 60, then it drops to 45, and I'm like, okay, so you can't wait for wait through a sponsor segment. I gotta chop it up in multiple pieces. Look, I'm observing you all. You know, I see things. You know who you are too. So I have to, just before you were about to click off, you know, we're back to the show. Okay, next up, we've got Trent Sims. We got both these cards, right? Oh, no, we didn't. Sorry, we didn't. Trent Sims, you gotta slow down. Or I gotta slow down. Okay, Reaper Leviathan. We have a 4-mana, 7/9 Leviathan with Defender. Descend 8. As long as there are 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard, you may cast this card from your graveyard, and this creature can attack as though it didn't have Defender. So it's actually better to have it in the graveyard first. This is interesting. It's like one of the largest defending creatures in the game. We're actually pushing the, how do I put it? We're pushing... There aren't that many OP defending creatures. Like just think about it. How many defending creatures, like, see competitive play? Can anyone name anything? I want to say, like, Wall of Roots? Maybe, like, Wall... There's that 2-mana 0/4 wall that draws you a card upon entering the battlefield. For the most part, it's like, it's not. Why didn't the super chat pop up on the screen when I sent it? Do I see your super chat? I see something here. If that was it. Dosan having breathing. Not a lot. Yeah, I agree. There's just not a lot. This is a Subnautica reference. I don't know anything about that game. I'm assuming it's a game. It's gotta be terrifying. Look how small you are and how big that thing is. Unless you're the big thing. Hunting down people in submarines. Probably doesn't. Does the Walls of Ba Sing Se see competitive play? Good question. If it does, it's in Standard. I haven't been paying attention to Standard a little while. Okay, so, like, the point is, like, maybe we have to push the power level of Defender a little bit here. Maybe this is in the right direction. So long as you can play it from the graveyard, which actually doesn't look too hard, you have a 7/9 vanilla. It's really just a vanilla creature. I actually approve of this. I approve of big, chunky cards. Next up, we've got... Is there questions about the show? That's not how this show works. I thought super chats were supposed to pop up instantly, automatically. Well, you think this is Twitch? No, I choose when these super chats pop up. They, like, pop up in chat for you, sort of. Like, they get highlighted, right? But I choose when they... I have a system of going through the most highest paying customers first to lowest. And seeing as your thing is apparently 20 sec, yes, his name is really just L. Oh, so this was, it wasn't even a donation. Okay, thank you very much. His name is really... Oh, is that a card you're donating? I don't get this. His name was really just L, like a loss. What was this in response to? Well, let me know. I'll figure it out later. Okay, Trent Sims. 2 more RuneScape cards for today. We have Ariane Rune Weaver and Fused Fisherman. Let's look up the Rune Weaver. People love their RuneScape. Oh, it's Rune Weaver's two words. There we go. Bah! What? I still don't understand why some people have tiny cards. And I don't have a whole lot of room to make them bigger. Okay, I guess I can sort of make this bigger, but it cuts off some information, you know what I mean? That's a card he wants. Do the donations one would be done later? Yes. Well, they're all donations, but the smaller ones are done last. That's, but don't worry, you can always catch the replay if you can't be here for that long. Sorry about that, Arethusa. Okay, we have Ariane Rune Weaver, a 2-mana human wizard, flying and ward 1. We also have Heroic. That means you have to target the creature with spells. Whenever you cast a spell that targets Ariane, put a +1/+1 counter on her, and Scry 2 also has Exhaust. So we're combining like a lot of old mechanics over here. Or sorry, maybe not too. Heroic is old. Exhaust is somewhat new. So for 3 mana, exile the top card of your library and up to 1 target non-creature card from your graveyard. Until end of turn, you may play the cards exiled this way. This literally just looks like a card that would come out of a commander deck. I sometimes get worried about the streamer seeing the stream messages we send. I see everything. Okay, that's not true. I don't see everything. Heroic was used in Bloomborough. They brought it back? I didn't see it. No, I didn't see the return of Heroic in that set. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I did. The mice. The mice, I think the mice had some sort of heroic-like abilities. Oh, was it? Oh, it was Valiant? So it's basic. Okay, well, maybe it's... Okay, so it was something similar. You know what? I can see what you mean. I see what you mean. I don't have really anything to say about this card. We have, like, a pretty honest... You know how I describe this card? It's honest. It's a 2-mana 1/2 with abilities attached to it. And you know what? You got to put some work into those abilities, and when you do, you get value out of it. That's an honest card. We also have next the Fused Fisherman. This is a 4-mana. What is this? 5 people attached? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, that must have been a very awkward birth for whoever that person's mother is. Creature, human horror. Then we have spells you cast have gift a tapped fish. Everything? You may promise an opponent a gift as you cast the spell. If you do, when it enters, they create a tapped 1/1 blue fish. Whenever you give a gift, skill 1, create your choice of a tapped treasure token, a tapped clue token, or a tapped food token. Seems easy enough. And this card would go fantastically with those cards that are like, okay, whenever you make a token, you should make 2 tokens instead. And it's like, I'm home. I'm almost home. Please save my fruit. So don't worry, it's a lot. We're still very early in the show, Anna. This is going to be a 3-hour day. I know it. I can feel it. Oh, I thought my profile picture in chat turned bluish in the video randomly, only to realize the image not found for some reason. Okay, we have Cliff that says, so every time you cast, you can give the opponent a tap fish to get a treasure, clue, or food. That's correct. I would imagine the thing that you would want more than anything is just the treasure. Maybe in a worst case scenario when you're like empty on... Okay, so if you have a lot of cards in hand, you'll want the treasure. When you have no cards in hand, you'll want the clue. Yeah, the mechanic is promise a gift, not give a gift. Oh, whatever. Maybe... Oh, I see. You may have... Spells you cast have... What, you want to say promise a gift? Or promise... Or you... Spells you cast have gift a tapped fish. I think that's okay. Amulet of Vigor, what are you talking about? Bryce is like, this sounds busted. Is it? Like, look at the casting guide. It's 4 mana. What are you gonna do at that point? 4 mana for your 2/5 creature. And you still have to cast cards on top of that. It should be whenever you promise a gift, skill 1. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand. Okay, so there's a world where maybe a combo player will constantly play 1-drops, gift fish, get a treasure to constantly cast cards. There is that world, but it's still a very expensive enabler. I think it's in line with like Goblin Electromancer, except it's much more expensive being at 4 mana. The stuff come in tapped. Okay, when you create your choice of a tapped. Yeah, it's tapped treasure. Okay, so you can't actually combo that far off. Great design. Great talk. Okay, next up. Nikachu gifted me 10 fish. That never happened. I never had 10 fish. Where'd these 10 fish come from? Okay, we got Noise Marrow, Thought Experiment, Orune, and a Dono 2 I better remember that. Okay, we want Thought Experiment. That was a $15. Oops. Thought Experiment. Oop, hold on. Let's go to your post. Oh, it wasn't very far away, actually. It was right there. So Thought Experiment is a 2-mana instant. Target creature connives. That is... I don't remember what connive does. It's like something to do with cards. Also has something to do with +1/+1 counters on creatures. Is it like some sort of weird explore or something? Dirio, remember those tokens came into play tap, so it's very hard for it to enable Storm. Draw, then discard. If a non-land, put a +1/+1. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Draw a card. If it's non-land, put a counter on a creature. So it's funny. Nobody knows. We're pretty sure it does this. Okay, Mild Soup. Draw end cards, then discard end cards. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature for each non-land card. Discard this way. Connive. Yeah, so it's like a weird... So target creature connives. Okay, gotcha. So I guess they just connive once. Symmetry Storm. When you cast this spell, copy it for each spell cast before it this turn that has the same mana value as the spell. Okay. You may choose new targets for the copies. I think this is so underwhelming. I think this has got to be fair. If there's no creature in play, this card sucks. It's like if there's one creature... Like, I don't even know how you make this card work. That's how fair this thing is. Oh, I see. Maybe you have it in a blue-red deck, like a blue-red aggro deck, and you play like it's got like a Slick Shot Show Off, and you play Thought Experiment on it. That could work. Yeah, Mountain is like, no one knows or uses Connive because it sucks. Well, it's not that bad. I only remember Connive from Ledger Shredder. That's right. That was like probably the best card that used Connive. It was also the only one. Okay, this is definitely fair. And probably fine in a probably useful in a blue-red prowess-ish aggro deck. Okay, next up we have Orune, Overwhelmed by Visions. Sees the future, does not like what he sees. It's a 2-mana 1/2 human wizard. Each instant card in your hand has Madness X, where X is its mana value. Tap, draw a card, and discard a card. I think there is a million people that would absolutely love this card. I think there's a million people that would just love this card. It's like, people love madness. And to be able to, like, basically... play card, like it makes anything casted at instant speed too. So like think of like what you get card advantage, and you also get instant speed free cards. Blue Madness seems busted. Well, you also have red and black here. You need something for the card draw, right? So it's like it's the most power crep merfolk looter of all time. And it's like, print it now and give me 2. One for the commander deck. I guess one for another commander deck. Only gives instance madness. Draw a card. Each instant card in your hand has... Oh, damn. Okay, you're right. You're right. It's a lot weaker now. But still good. Madness is already red and black. Yeah, I know. I know that. You know, I'm surprised that Ledger Shredder is legacy playable initially. Here, we'll put this. I didn't read properly. I'll do it to myself. Nikachu can't read. Where's the Nikachu can't read? Nikachu misinterprets card. Oh yeah, that's the new bingo square. I don't know why it changed, but Steve Cooper changed it. There's madness for every color. I think you're right, actually. Circular logic is in blue. Yep. If it hands sorceries as well, it would be playable. Yeah, it probably it should get a little bit more power crept. Like, why not? And I have nothing against this design as it is. We had so many Yeah, I did argue. So whenever I misinterpret a card, there's no argument there. Like, yeah, I did not read this card properly. Me no understand. Green and white also had madness. All right, everything had madness. It had to be. Well, I didn't take any offense to it, Steve Cooper. I'm like, you have any idea how much of a punching bag I've been in my comment section? I would say the chat is actually much more generous to me. No one's that rude in chat, but holy crap, do people like to just lay it on me in the comment section afterwards? Bingo for discussing the... Okay. Oh, wait, only one bingo per card. Oh, but this isn't the same card. Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's not too far away. Very loosely talking about the rules. There we go, discussing the rules. Arrogant worm is green. But you're just casting it regularly. Well, so the difference is, Richard, is that we're drawing a card, then discarding a card. But instead of discarding it into the graveyard, we get to play it. So it's like you're just... So what Orun is saying is, if you have an instant card in your hand and you can cast it, it's just tap, draw a card. That's the essence of what this card does. It's a really cool design. Is grammar supposed to be spelled wrong on the learn grammar spot? Where is learn grammar? Probably it is. Probably that's a flavor win. Madness is more complicated now. You exile it, then cast it from exile. I don't need to know those rules. Okay, moving on. We've got Little MX Doom. Meant for draft. We'll probably shift to uncommon. We have Magicap / Gyarados. Magikarp. So I, last year, was it last year? Maybe it was 2 years ago now. I played Pokemon Sun and Moon. Was it Sun and Moon? Yeah, it was Pokemon Sun and Moon. Sorry, it was Sword and Shield. And I decided, like very early on in the game, to take on a Gyarados. It just crushed me. And then I decided to level up my stuff a little bit better, even though I had a bunch of like level 15s. I'm like, I'm gonna beat this stupid Gyarados that's like level 60 or something. I can do it. I got a strategy. I know how to do it. So I get the Gyarados down to like 1 life point, and I throw the Pokeball, and it just won't catch the or I don't know. The game just said you can't catch it. You're not allowed to. And I'm like, what? Why not? Apparently, I had to be like, I had to have enough gym badges to have the authority to catch something so big. They just wouldn't let me have a giant Gyarados like that early on in the game. So it was very, 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 very sad. Bingo, other TCG adaptation. Oh, I mean, very technically. Okay, we've got other. This is the first time Pokemon is the other TCG adaptation. Put to sleep and it gets easier. No, the game just didn't let me like take the damn thing. You need enough gym badges, and then you can start catching Pokemon of a certain level. Yeah, the strong... Yeah, exactly. So Steve Cooper knows what I'm talking about. My whole party almost died for that thing. Then I just had to kill the Gyarados in the end. Anyway, Magikarp. It's a blue 0-2 fish. Ward 2. Does that even make sense? I feel like Magikarp is completely defenseless. It has ward nothing. Splash for 0. Tap this creature. That makes sense. 5 mana. Transform this creature. Activate only as a sorcery and only if this creature didn't enter this turn. Also huge flavor win. I think the ward 2 is on there. I don't even know what the ward 2 is on there for. Magikarp is completely defenseless, and frankly, I don't remember it like dodging any of my attacks in the game or anything. Yeah, that wasn't a too hard to catch. It was you're not even allowed to throw Pokeballs. Exactly. That's exactly what I was talking about. Okay, well, Magikarp's scales are meant to be really tough. Then why is it like the weakest Pokemon in the game? Why? Can you explain that to me? In the lore, it's supposed to be nearly impossible to hurt. So why is it faint so easily? Okay, well, I'm gonna trust everybody. Okay, the Magikarp is a flavor win. I think it's a flavor fail. Okay, but the lore says differently, apparently. Gyarados! I know plenty about you. Alright, this is a 7 mana 6/6 flash? I guess. Trample, definitely. Intimidate. When this creature enters or transforms into Gyarados, creatures your opponents control get -3, -0 until the start of your next turn. That is a sweet, sick ability. Absorb 2 or 3, and it ignores the first few points of damage. If the ability goes on the stack. Yeah, it does go on the stack. Magikarp should have absorb then. I don't even know what that ability is. Does it being able to infinite tap break anything? Oh, good question. 0 tap this creature. So you have infinite activated abilities. Should it be like splashes 0 and tap this creature? Maybe. It's all about the potential for Magikarp. Absorb is that it heals when damaged with water type moves. Heal. Oh! Well, that's hard to engineer in this game, unless like a blue card literally attacks it. Isn't Intimidate an MTG ability? Probably. Oh! I don't remember. It might. I can't remember. Is Intimidate... Okay, I'm just gonna look up Intimidate mechanic MTG. Okay, a creature with Intimidate can't be blocked except by... Oh, no! The card has to be disqualified. Yeah, Intimidate is also a Pokemon ability that reduces attack in Pokemon. No, this is really easy. You just call it Intimidate attack and just make it a whole new mechanic. But Intimidate itself is already a mechanic. It was, but discontinued? Well, it doesn't matter. It exists. What do you think of this for draft? By the way, it is a modal card. Yeah, I could see. Yeah, it's a double-sided card. For draft... I think it's fine. It might even be really strong. It definitely should be. Will you have this as a common? Will you nuts? Everyone's gonna have Magikarps. Probably it should be a rare or something. Ooh, this is a good one. The damn draw is like it should be Intimidation, but I think I can't remember. Intimidate is like a Pokemon term. Yeah, Intimidate is an actual keyword. All right, we gotta disqualify it for just that one stupid reason. But other than that, I like it. I think it's a great idea. Argentina, hi. This isn't $5, and I have no cards. Thank you very much for the donation. So that'll go to someone special later. Argentina, maybe even Anna. Next we got Rose Kitty Uwu. Rose Draft Common and an Azorius Legend. Okay, more. Everyone's making draft cards today. Is that like the hip in thing to do now? The first one is a legend, not meant for draft. The second one is a common. Okay, so one is, what is this, commander card? We got Rose, the Golem Crafter. Sounds like maybe the daughter to... Oh no, I keep thinking Urza makes golems. Does anyone make... What makes golems out there? I don't know what a golem maker is. I keep forgetting it's a construct. Okay, Monturn says, it's not disqualified, Nikachu. Intimidate is in italic, therefore thematic. It's not a keyword, and therefore be used... use the same word as a keyword. Do we have that in Magic, though? Even if it's in italics? Blade Splicer? All right, we have Blade Splicer's daughter, then. Oh, didn't Urza create Karn Silver Golem? You know what? You're right. Maybe the greatest of all golems. Okay, Rose is a 0/3 human cat wizard. For 1 tap, create a 3/3 colorless artifact creature golem. Oh wow, this is better than Blade Splicer. It enters with your choice of a first strike, flying, haste, vigilance, or lifelink counter on it. This is real. All I'm gonna say is this is really fair. This is a real fair card. We gotta get the 4 mana. We gotta cast it. We don't even get a golem when it enters the battlefield. I'm wondering if you could just put that on here. Like instead of paint, well, but so you have like another option if it's just ETB, you get this and it's like a great blink target. Either way, I mean, the card is great. Oh, it's very, very slow. That's what makes it fair. And for Rixazu, that's what makes it fun. Needs a comma between the 1 and the tap. Unfortunately, bingo alert. What do you mean? A comma between... Oh, is there like a 1 comma tap? I didn't even know. What? Was that a... That cannot be a grammatical error. It could create the token at the end step, so 1 each turn. Oh, I like that. I like that too. Rose is like, that's why we made her, Rixazu. That's why we made her. Yeah, cost is a number, comma, tap. Okay, that's fine. I'm not counting it as a grammatical error. When we talk about grammatical errors, we're talking about the name, the words and sentence structure. Okay, this is definitely fair. There's nothing wrong with this. But like as chat said, you might get away with just like when it enters the battlefield. Oh, sorry, not when it enters the battlefield. At the end of your turn, get a 3/3 colorless artifact each turn. So it cannot be abused by blinking, but you get some value, and so you don't have to wait till next turn and then sink mana into it at the same time. Yeah, syntax error. Syntax error. My calculator keeps telling me that over and over again. Syntax error this, syntax error that. All right, next. Whoops. We got, okay, so this is the draft card. The Overloading Dispersal for a single blue. Go blast you. Where did this art come from? This art has very strong I made it myself vibes, if that makes any sense. Very strong. I didn't improve the card. Chat did. That wasn't my idea. Don't make me take credit for your guys' work. It's your guys. Okay, domain X is equal to the number of basic land types among lands you control. Absolutely. Choose one. Also, it's a domain card. Counter target instant or sorcery spell with mana value X or less. Also, destroy target artifact with mana value X or less. This is a bit of a flavor fail. Now, it's a flavor... Well, I don't know how much you guys care about flavor fails. Blue cannot destroy artifacts. I'll know because I am a mono blue player, and I would love a card that can blow up artifacts. They don't exist. They don't. Maybe the thing that makes this like a little bit more fair, or maybe flavor win, is that you need domain. And at the very least, red, green, and white. And even black actually can destroy artifacts. Not very well, but black can. Something blue murder meme. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so the only thing is the color pie. Do we have color pie break here? Do we have a color pie break? People usually don't break the color pie on this show. 1 blue to remove a soul ring is good. Absolutely. I mean, this does not matter for blue problems. Chalice still hits this. I mean, yeah. Not many. Oh, I don't know. How many people are bringing in Chalice of the Void versus the blue player, though? Okay, outside of that, this is fine. It's just a color pie break, that's all. Make it blue/green split pip. Yeah, it's possible. You'll split the old splitty of the mana. Split it up. Let's split up. Famous last words to everyone in a movie. Okay, do we have any more yellow? We have no more yellows. Yellow down. Okay, we start out. We're going to move on to all the greens. In turn, that is. Wow, there's so many donos today. Is Surefire Selves even in the house today? Or do I have to look them up? Okay, who doesn't? Okay, let's get... Okay, I'm going to do another bacon cat bug. It's infinite donos. Memoria jar. Is that like a memorial thing? Memoria. The people who don't pay are going to be eating very well today. Surefire Selves is here. I'm here, but I won't be in a bit because I have to go to work. Okay. Get your card ready. I'll do it immediately after the Memoria jar. 5-mana artifact. Tap. Sacrifice this artifact. Each player exiles their hand. Then draws 7 cards. What? What is this? It's Time Twister. For as long as those cards remain exiled this way, any player may play those cards, and mana of any type can be spent to cast them. End the turn. Activate only as a sorcery. Isn't this just broken? It's danger. It's just. How is this different from Memory Jar? Each player exiles their hand, then draws 7 cards. For as long as those cards remain exiled this way, any player can play those cards, and mana of any type can be spent to cast them. So, oh, the difference, okay, so it's slightly more fair because the opponents can play the cards, but that doesn't change the fact that it's your turn right now. It's your turn. Oh, it says end the turn, so you can't break it. Oh, I see. No, okay, the most important piece is it ends the turn at the end. And if it ends the turn, then it's over. So see, classically, Memory Jar was broken because you crack Memory Jar, you draw a bunch of cards, and then the player's turn, whose turn it is, gets to play all the cards. And then at end of turn, you have to get rid of the hand and bring the exiled cards back. So whoever activated the Memory Jar was really, really strong. Well, yeah, well, sorcery speed doesn't matter because like it was never. I don't think it was ever activated at instant speed anyway. Does the end turn really matter that much? You can just cast it in your second main. No, but the point is you have to activate it. It's the activating that matters the most. Oh, people are chatting in DMs. Yeah, it ends the turn so the opponents get the first picks. Exactly. So the opponents get to benefit off of the the Memoria jar first. So actually it is better, or I don't know how to put it. It's like it's more fixed. It might even backfire on you. It might even king make the next person who's gonna get to it might king make the next person who gets to play. Yeah, you don't get a second turn. You don't get a second main when the turn ends. When the turn ends, it ends. It's over. It's the next person's turn. Players can play during their next turn, I would say. No, yeah, but you can't play sorcery speed cards. Like a lot of these Memory Jar decks were playing with like tons of 0-mana artifacts. And really mana efficient cards. They intended on comboing off on their turn. So anyway, you can't do that if you've passed the turn. Sorry, cast the exile spell during the second main. Well, the turn is over. I'm not entirely sure what your idea there is, Rixuzu. It's like the effect just ends, right? No. So everyone exiles their hand, draws 7 cards. turn over. Okay, next person's turn. They can play cards from their hand or they can play cards from exile. But the most important thing is that you who cast the Memoria Drawer is not allowed to take advantage of drawing all the cards that you just drew this turn on the turn that you played. And remember, you can only activate as a sorcery, so it has to be on your turn. You can't just be like, play this card, pass, and activate at the end of their somebody else's turn. That's the point. Okay, it could. I don't know. I'll let it go. But holy crap, this could be insane. It could just let the next person's turn, like the next person in line, win, because they have access to a bunch of mana and a million cards. All right, next up, what do you got? Okay, Surefire Selves. I also have one myself, but I don't know if I'm here for that. Y'all can dissect it. What is your card? Give me the name to your card. Annoying Shift Times. I hope that's a card. Oh no, I think that's not even your card. You're saying. What is your card? Surefire Selves. Is it just posted? And I don't know your username in the no, I think I do know your username. Should be Surefire Selves Custom. Is this it? Is this your card, Surefire Selves? Oh, Surefire Selves Custom is literally the post. Okay, I think it's this card, and it was a dono. Rose Kitty donated. They got a thing going on together. The teammates. Authority of the Beyond. This is a 6-mana Kindred instant horror. Choose target spell or permanent, then gain control of it. You may change the text of that card by replacing all instances of one color word with another. Then do the same for basic land types. Sorry, for basic land type and creature type. If the chosen card was a spell, you may choose new targets for it. What the hell? So we're going to change, like, what the card does. So we can choose a it's like the ultimate permanent changing card. It only changes one this is so expensive for that. So, but we gain control. Oh, we gain control of it. We're stealing it. We're stealing it and changing the basic land types and colors of the words. All right, this is the card. Oh, I see. I thought it was specifically a donation for you. No, okay. The donation was something else. Okay, so you have a card. Okay, do you have a donation? You do. Okay, I'm gonna get to you next. I'll get to you next. Yeah, it's like it's sort of super commandeer. The thing with commandeer is you can play it for free. This one you can't. You have to pay the mana. You got to pay up. You don't got the mana. You don't get a card. You don't get the effect. Although I will say you can control creatures with this. Commandeer didn't let you take creatures. You can take non-creature spells. I wonder if is this broken? Probably not. There's like cards like mind control out there. A lot of mind control. What else is there? There's a lot of 4-mana, 5-mana enchantments that steal creatures. So this is not completely crazy. But it's also like a super counter spell, because you can choose the spell as well and then change targets for it. Oh, you target me with your fireball? No, target this person with the fireball. It does steal lands, but it's hard to loot. It's also 6 mana. There's like the game has Annex. Isn't Annex like 4 mana and enchantment steal somebody's land? Makes me wonder, should I play Annex in my mono blue Ponza Merfolk deck? Sounds great. It's a power crept magical hack. Do you know what? I don't even know if magical hack has any chance of seeing play today, so this is definitely fair for me. Surefire Selves. Imperatorial Assassin. Imperatorial Assassin. Won't be able to be on the stream for long, but wanted to show this off. I'm gonna make an exception for you, Surefire Selves. I'm making an exception. Ooh, a Deadly Assassin. It's a 4-mana 1/2 human assassin with flash. Swift. Tap. Destroy target tap creature. I'm not gonna lie. I think you can make this cheaper. I bet you can make this 3 mana. Would it be really broken at 3 mana? It's not even that big of a creature. And like after you kill one creature, no one's gonna tap their creatures unless they have a way of dealing with the Imperatorial Assassin. I don't even know what that means. Read the reminder text. Okay, as long as a swift ability is on the stack, players can't cast spells or activated or activate abilities that aren't mana abilities. So what is that, like split second? It doesn't have haste. So what I'm saying is, like, you play this at end of turn. You go to your turn. You activate this thing, kill a creature. No big deal. Yeah, as long as it's on the stack. It's basically split second. Maybe using murder as a frame of reference. Yeah, basically. I think it would be fine, actually, in the murder mana cost. Maybe I'm pushing it, but I doubt it. I really doubt it. Okay, let's be serious. Who plays Royal Assassin today in 2026? Anybody? Anyone actually playing it because they think it's good and not because it's like classic and nostalgic? Because I know a lot of people, you're just playing it because, it's nostalgia. You want to play with your Royal Assassin. I get it. But like, I'm just trying to get around, like, the card's weak. The card is really weak. So putting flash on it, not gonna break it. Not, in my opinion, not gonna break it. Why flash it? Why flash if you can't use the ability the turn you cast it? Because, well, no, there's a lot of application to that. So you keep up mana for counter spells or other interaction. And then if your opponent like makes an attack that you want them to make, you can end of turn, like, not use removal, play the Imperatorial Assassin, and then kill them off next turn. Maybe instead of tap, it's a once per turn activated ability. Isn't this a once per turn activated ability? Royal Assassin for Noble Tribal? Maybe. What? Swift would be cooler with a pinger. Oh yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe that's the neatest thing that we get out of this card, is that it is a Swift, could potentially be a new mechanic. All right, cool card. Okay, I think we could push the power level a little bit here. I think it's clearly safe as designed. Clearly safe, 100%. No problemo. Okay, Pedgeman, you got a card? You got a card, Pedgeman? Because Bacon Cat Bug is paying. You give me your card, and we'll do it next. Next, we have Debt Collector. No face stays forever. That is creepy as hell. No face stays forever. Imagine someone sends you a text in the middle of the night. No face stays forever. That's a problem. We have Nikachu improves a card. Okay, sure. I think I loosely improved that card. Where did I? Nikachu improves a card. Cool. I was expecting No Face from Spirited Away. Maybe this is what he looks like without the cloak on. Okay, what the hell mana cost is this? It's probably 5 mana and 4 life for a 2/2 human, if you can call it that. What kind of human looks like this? And then for 1 mana, this card becomes a red fish with base power and toughness 1/1 named 1 Fish 2 Fish. Then for 2 mana, this card becomes a black and white fish spirit with base power and toughness 3/3 and has flying named Bewildered Spirit. Then for blue, this card becomes a blue bird with base power and toughness 2/1 and has flying and hexproof. This is just like so out there. Then for double green, this card becomes a green beast with base power and toughness 4/4 and has trample named Shaped Beast. Bold is like, I'm already lost. Bingo, dono to chat, and too many words. Oh, do we have a dono to chat? We can okay, we'll have the wordy card. We'll put wordy card. There's a dono. There's a dono to pet. Oh, there. Oh yeah, I see the last one. Dono to chat. Yeah, exactly. Why does it cost so much? Do we have any explanation here? It is like if Kirby ate Mega Man and used his ability to absorb another machine's abilities, and then they ran into a Ditto. Exactly. This is how I'm interpreting this card. And somehow it's just a human. It should be a shapeshifter at the very least. I don't know. I guess it's not that far off from like those Kithkins that like evolved into a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, 73 mana for a 4/4. That's another thing I observed. We paid at least 5 mana, then a 6th, then 8, then 10, and 12. 12 mana for a 4/4 trample named Shaped Beast. Thank you, Shaped Beast. Is there a confusing flavor bingo? No. Is this a drunk card? I'm very tempted to believe that this is partially AI generated. I'm tempted. You haven't missed anything, Anna. The show is still going strong. Come on, Anna. You've been here before. These shows go on for like 2 hours. You know, also, did it lose its hexproof? Did it gain? Oh yeah, it did. It gained hexproof. Then it lost it. Became something else. Should probably just end at number 3. Yeah, it feels a little AI. I don't know if AI has such a wild mana cost, though. See, the mana cost is very custom Magic the Gathering card-like. Cliff just entered chat again. What the actual? You can make it a 4/4 off the bat. You don't need to level it like so. Oh, you're right, actually. Oh, so we have new information here. Things like those, what's it called? I can't remember that stupid Kithkin's name. It's like, if the card is 1 fish, 2 fish, then it becomes this. If the card was Bewildered Spirit, then it becomes this next card. Well, the third ability doesn't even turn it into a creature with a name. So actually, you can switch these around. That actually makes this card way more interesting. Yeah, it's not a level up card. It's an option. So it's very, very different. So in that sense, this is really unique because I don't think Magic ever made something like this. The closest would be like Morphling, but this is very, very different. Yeah, it wasn't intuitive to understand. Now it also makes me wonder, why does it have to cost so much? It probably doesn't. You probably could be 2 mana. Honestly, it's like if you paid 2 mana, you paid another 2 mana to turn into a 3/3 flyer. Like, that's expensive. That's 4 mana for a silly 3/3 flyer. That's it. It's probably crap, to be honest. And then if you pay another 2 to have it become a 2/1 flying hexproof creature, then it's like, again, a 4 mana for that is just a little bit too much. Yeah, none of them require the others, but the second form basically invalidates the base form. Not really. I think 2 mana. Yeah, the thing could be 2 mana. It doesn't even need Phyrexian mana. It could be blue, green, blue. I still think that's too much. You know, if you made this 1 mana, we can't make it 1 mana because it'd be a 2/2. Or maybe that's still fine. If you made it like 1 green, or like it made it like 1 Simic mana, I bet it's still fine. I bet it's still okay. Because you still have to activate it next turn, like to even turn into a 4/4. This casting cost is insane. It's completely unnecessary. It's the most unnecessary casting cost for for all these abilities. 1 mana defender. Yeah, you could do that. I don't even know if that's necessary. Double hybrid plus 1 Phyrexian. Why you desperately want to put Phyrexian mana on this damn thing? Okay. Well, okay, I'm gonna say it's definitely fair. Maybe too fair. Pedgeman, you're in the house. Don't you have a donation? Pedgeman. I missed your card. I don't even know where it is. Oh, you do have something. All right, you got a super chat. Rin Corpse Collector. Oops, where am I? What am I doing? Rin Corpse the Collector. Oh, sick. Oh my goodness. I love the... Oh my goodness. This is an awesome animated card. So this is a 4-mana, 3/4. It's a cat demon. I see the cat. I don't see the demon, though. I don't see the demon in this thing. Haste, Threshold, tap, exile target creature card from a graveyard that was put there this turn. Create a token that is a copy of it, except it's not legendary, and it is either a zombie without abilities or a 1/1 spirit with flying. If 7 or more cards are in your graveyard as you activate this ability, create both instead. I don't get it. This has got to be a flavor win or something. Bingo anime card. It's the closest. I guess this honestly is like the closest we got here. Where's our anime card? Anime card. Can always count on Pedgeman for the anime card, that's for sure. Isn't that a Pokemon? Not one that I recognize, that's for sure. Is there a Pokemon with like a dog with a candle on its head? It feels like it. The Pokemon in the Pokemon game, they're really out there at this point. There's like a saucer, and I was once up against a saucer and teacup Pokemon. That didn't make any damn sense. It's a Pokemon called Gravard. The dog in the cart is a Pokemon. Okay. It is a Pokemon. We have confirmation. This is a Pokemon. Sorry, everyone. You know, I played all of Pokemon Sword and Shield. I cannot remember a single Pokemon out of all of them. I don't remember a single one outside of the original 151. That's so sad. Maybe... No, I don't even know if Mudkip was one. I can't remember. That's too bad. The names are just not memorable to me. They're not like... It's not like Pidgey or Pidgeotto or anything like that. Okay, to boil it down, make a copy with stats but with no abilities, or a 1/1 with all abilities, or make both if you've got Threshold. I love it. Oh, the character is from the Toho? Well, of course. It's from the second newest game, Scarlet and Violet. Is it worth playing? I don't like where the games are moving now. It's like this, they've got like this open world adventure, and I understand that's new for the Pokemon franchise, but for me, I didn't get used to the old battle style. Like I played like blue and red, and I've missed everything up to like Sword and Shield. And then all of a sudden, now the moment they've perfected the game, they're suddenly shifting gears. Pokemon is dead after G7 minigame, except maybe parts of Let's Go. No, the newer Pokemon games aren't good. Damn. They've RIP Pokemon games. Pokemon hasn't been worth it in like at least 5 years. Are we just getting old or something? People argue it died after Gen 3. Well, that's a little too early. Okay, cool card. Next up, we've got... Well, I gotta calculate. What is 20 sec? 20 sec in USD. This isn't even a whole $5. Okay, I'm gonna try to look this up. Do you have this thing in here? L. You said it's called L. Oh, it is? Okay, I did find your card. You're under contributing, Elgot. You're under contributing here. I'm gonna give you you're gonna get like a... What's like a weak sound effect here I could give you? Okay, this is your super chat sound effect. Okay, I'm gonna look at your card anyway. This is L, World's Greatest Detective. It's a 4-mana 1/3 human detective. When L, World's Greatest Detective, enters the battlefield, you investigate. That's money. Whenever a creature dies, also investigate. Okay, that could be crazy. clues you control have pay 1, sacrifice this artifact, draw a card. What? Why? Honestly, I can't keep track of the exchange rate. Well, it's easy. You just Google it. You Google it, Algot. Google is smart. Smarter than me, that's for sure. Bonus points for picking that set ST symbol for L. I don't get it. Last ability makes the clue draw cheaper. Oh, thanks so much, Noise Marrow. I didn't catch that. Yeah, clues are normally 2 mana sacrifice. All right, so this is 1 mana, and so it's just cheaper. That makes this really powerful. But it also, well, it's a 1/3, so I think we can live with that. The set symbol. The set, what? Isn't this? That's what's it called? I can't remember the set symbol name. Something deep is going on, but I don't understand it. All right, next up, we've got the damn draws of the monkeys on typewriters. Monkeys on type. We gotta zoom in on this. You're bringing back the monkeys to damn draws. Everyone remember the damn draws like entire monkey set or whatever? It was an interesting phase in his life. Rose Kitty says, originally they said clues cost 1 less to activate their abilities. Oh, that's true. Oh, Judgment was the name. That's right. Libra Scales of Justice. Ah. I guess L is from some sort of like anime I am not familiar with. Z-Man Vader remembers the monkeys. Not monkeying around. Okay, Monkeys on Typewriters is a 2 mana sorcery. And that's all we have to see here, actually. Oops. Sorcery, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a saga. Putting it onto the battlefield, it gains read ahead, shuffle your library. Ooh. How do we feel? This could be crazy. L is from Death Note. I saw 1 episode of Death Note, that's it. I didn't see anything else from Death Note. Couldn't get into it. Captain Rumia says, I plan on making a head waster card inspired by the misinterpretation of an AI card, but things have been hectic. Don't worry. When things are less hectic, you'll make the thing. All right, have a good night, Captain Rumia. Okay, Powerfox says, I think that sorcery is broken because you could just put a MV8 Saga in your deck and you'd always find it and get it for 2 mana. That's what I was thinking. You just put the most busted Saga possible. And as like free, yeah, exactly. Summon Behemoth, print it. So it's probably just broken. It's just another version of Cascade. So it probably has to be 3 mana. Otherwise, you always just go into the most broken sagas that exist, and you get it onto the battlefield on turn 2, which is it's just too hot. It's just too strong for the power level of the game. If you made it 3 mana, then it's probably fine. Then it's in the same line as like Crashing Footfall decks and Living End decks and so on. Feels like a color pie break? Maybe not really. I think it feels very Cascade-like. And that saga gets read ahead, so you hit the chapter you need. Broken! Yeah, I think it's broken. It has to be at least 1 more mana. It's got to be 1 more mana to just cheat like the 1 powerful thing that you need in this deck, in your deck. There and back again. That makes Smog come to mind. Or how about you search the top 10 cards of your deck for a saga? That probably makes it more fair. Probably makes it more jank. It goes against like what the card was meant to do. So anyway, yeah, 2 mana is just broken. It danger. It most certainly danger. Okay, hold on. Well, I gotta add more music. We're running out of music here, people. This show must go on. The show needs more music. There is a lot of super chats. A lot of super chats coming up. Ooh, I like this song. Let me get this song in here too. How's everyone liking the songs? I guess you haven't all gotten sick of them. I probably should try to look for some more music. Okay, who's next? No, okay, we're back. I didn't mute anything. The chat is just dead. The chat was just dead for a second. Or sorry, everything was dead. But we're back on track here. Okay, we got Pucho Man 1, 2, 3. My friends tell me my cards are too complicated. So this one, my simple designs, Family Feud. Now I get back to work and also can't do $5. Owe you a penny. What? No, it's okay. You don't owe me a penny. It's good enough. You called it Family Feud? Okay, Pucho Man. We got Family Feud in the house. I'm back, and better than ever. Okay, Family Feud is a 4-mana enchantment. All creatures gain indestructible, wither, and provoke. Okay, these are all mechanics I've never used at the same time. Okay, so with wither, we're going to put like -1/-1 counters on our indestructible creatures that can't die, except for the -1/-1 counters. But what is provoke going to do? So when this creature attacks, you may choose to have target creature defending player controls block this creature. This combat if able. It's interesting. You don't explain indestructible or wither, but you explain provoke because we sort of need to know that. If you do, untap that creature. So we basically force people to block. Where's Steve Harvey? Yeah, where's Steve Harvey? The host of Family Feud. Not related to the TV game show. Yeah, unfortunately. I'm horribly disappointed. This is a big family, actually. What is this, like a Romeo and Juliet story? The families hated each other. Do you... I can't remember what they say. Do you quarrel? Do you quarrel? Look that up. Do you quarrel? Source. Is that what he said? Can't remember what they said at the beginning of Romeo and Juliet. Do we have any like Shakespeare fans here? It's not until end of turn. Yeah, it's an enchantment. Of course. Do you quarrel, sir? Sounds like, because that's like such a weird, you know, now I look at, I didn't think of it much when I was a kid, but now that I think about it, it's like the person's just asking like, do you fight? Yeah, I fight. Let's fight. Those are fighting words. Okay. So dumb thing, provoke got replaced by fight. Really? In fair, Verona is where we set our scene. Yeah, I suppose so. You egg, he stabs him. I'm gonna have to look that up later. Do you quarrel? Shakespeare. What's the real word? Yeah. The character Gregory asked the question, "Do you quarrel, sir?" Quarrel, sir? No, sir. Well, damn it! Put up your fists. Let's quarrel here. Yeah, provoke is a retired keyword because fight is the same. Not really. It's a bit different. This one's harder to pull off. That's why. Yeah. Do you bite your thumb at me? We have a Shakespearean here. The damn draws loves the Shakespeare. Do you bite your thumb at me? It was all gibberish to me when I was a kid. So anyway, it makes a whole lot of sense. Do you bite your thumb at me? Well, untap, and I'm going to block you. Okay, cool card. That works for me. You can also Google what you egg. What you egg source Shakespeare. Is a famous William Shakespeare Macbeth. Oh, the Macbeth line spoken by a murderer to Macduff's young son. You egg. Or said, what you egg. They did that. That's probably the F word back then. It's probably the same on the same line. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries. Shakespeare is easier to understand when you watch it, not read it. You know, honestly, when I was watching it, it wasn't a whole lot better. I mean, it helped, but it wasn't a whole lot better. Okay, all that came out of Family Feud. Okay, next we've got... What do we got next? Raruni Rockman. Thank you very much for your super chat. Activate the Telethia gene. I'm assuming there is such a thing called the Telethia gene. I wonder what's the Telethia... Activate! Alright, we're activating the Telethia gene, apparently. This is a 4-mana sorcery. The art looks like it came out of some sort of Final Fantasy PlayStation game. I don't know where from, though. But that's the vibes I'm getting from the art. Okay, so we're going to activate the gene. For sorcery, choose a creature type. All creatures of that type become 3/3 bird chimera creatures with flying, and ward 1. Goad those creatures. Now this is even... Now it gives me even more some sort of Final Fantasy vibes. And then Elgod's like, Death Note makes more sense when you read it, not watch it. Permanent? I guess it is. It is permanent. I guess they're goaded for forever. Is that a problem? Probably those... Well, choose a creature type. All creatures of that type become 3/3 bird chimera creature with flying and ward 1. Goad the creatures. Yeah, it's just permanent. It's not going away. You should have thought twice about getting that tattoo. Don't you know that those things are permanent? This is from Xenoblade, apparently. I don't even know what that is. I think I've heard of Xenoblade, which means nothing because I've heard of a lot of things and I don't know what they are. Okay, I have nothing to... Like, this is like a very commander-ish card. It might screw me over. I'm a merfolk player. All my cards are merfolk, so there's a high chance that they're going to name my creature type. Outside of that, the default creature type is probably human. So human, we'll turn all the humans into 3/3 birds. So it's like partial removal and like partial like offense because you goad all the things. Leona asks, how do you feel when new mechanics are a single tweak like landfall, but it checks if a land entered the graveyard too? I don't mind it at all. I'll tell you what, Leon, Wizards does that already. They're just constantly tweaking their own, like we went from like scry to surveil to connive to explore. Like, it's all the same crap. It's all the same thing. Explore is like scry for creatures in a weird way. Like, children's tattoos can be removed with lasers. That's a bit dark. Yeah, I thought you were talking about children tattoos that wash away with water. Domain, yeah, domain is basically chrome. No, devotion is chroma. Those are two different things. In fact, devotion is exactly chroma. Everything is kicker or horsemanship. Okay, so what did I say about this card? It's like removal. It can be like, you know, basically commandeering your opponent's creatures in order to turn them into extra offense. And randomly you'll screw a play. You'll screw me. Activate the Telethia gene. That definitely works. Next, we've got... what is this? We've got Pyrefox. Search Guilt Tripping the Red-Black card. This is to prevent Bacon's card from making Hydra sad. By the way, this donation is 5 USD, so 1 card. Thank you so much. Thanks for letting me know. I had no idea. I was gonna look. Whoops. I was gonna look it up. What are we looking up? Guilt Tripping the Red-Black card. I assume most of these are basically basically the same. Okay, we got Blooming Hydra. It's a green and an X, and it's a 0/0, but that's okay because when it enters with X +1/+1 counters on it, creatures you control get +1/+1 for each +1/+1 counter on them. It's an elemental Hydra. It actually makes some sense that the Hydras are elementals at the same time. They're all the same? I assume so. So we have green X. Well, so hey, what makes this different from all the other Hydras? Enters with X +1/+1 counters. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Ah, I see. So it just massively buffs up your entire board. It's more of like a... It's like strictly better coat of arms. It's like super strictly better coat of arms. Bingo, Creature Lord will kind of... Yeah, I would... Yeah. Gives a boon to everybody else. Is that on the bingo card? Oh, it is on the bingo card. We got Creature Lord. It's a lord to creatures. That's what it's a lord to. I mean, I guess technically it's like an anthem effect, but it works for me. It negates the -1/-1 the Gore Hounds give the Hydras for having +1/+1 counters. It makes the effect of the red-black card and gives them So you guys are making counters to your own cards? It says creatures, so it buffs itself. Creatures. Oh, yeah. So it's like double the power. It's so vanilla, though. It doesn't really interact with the board. It just buffs your board. It's almost like it's very fair Crater Hoof. So for 3 mana, it's a 4/4. For 4 mana, it's a 6/6. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I think that's okay. Yeah, 6/6 for 4 mana, buffs other creatures. Potentially, I think that's right. I think it's great. It's a great idea. I mean, this is the right way to make like beef fair. That's for sure. Okay, next up, we've got Debt Collector. Get fished, fisherman. Get fished. Okay, Get Fished Fisherman is a technically it could be a 1 mana pay 2 life card instant with a kicker of a create a green token copy of target creature you don't control, then choose an opponent to gain control of target creature you control. That's weird. If the kicker cost was paid, each creature you control is a blue and red fish. I feel like we've got a lot of Dr. Seuss on the show today. It's Dr. Seuss all day. Did you do the dono for chat spot yet? Oh, we did. Pretty sure. Yeah, we did dono for chat. It's there. It's been done. I feel like there's a lot of Dr. Seuss cards today. Okay, so first off, we're making a green copy of something our opponents have, and then choose an opponent to gain control of a creature we have. I don't get it. Why are we like... So is it like we're fishing? We're giving somebody our fish, and then we're catching another one? That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Doesn't Fishing Rod have the same art? It might. I don't penalize people for using the same art as another card. For Fish Kindred. Steve Cooper says, once again, our card meta is self-balancing in a way. Yeah, in a very, very strange way. People are making counters to other people's cards. So for 1 mana, get a clone of something. I guess that's the idea. You get a clone, and you can give somebody else your stuff. It's, oh, by the way, it's 1 mana and 2 life. On the other hand, why are we kicking this? If the kicker cost was paid, each creature you control is a blue and red fish. Why? I don't understand what the point of that is. Noise Marrow says the custom MTG Reddit really prefers reusing real art over using AI art. Or making your own art. You could do that too, you know. The fish is luring the fisherman with an appendage that looks like a fishing rod. Hence, the fisherman gets fished. Okay, whatever. This sounds like more of a flavor win than anything. I don't understand the flavor. It's beyond my comprehension here. We're like getting a copy of somebody else's creature. Somehow we fished that thing, but we didn't take it. You know, it makes sense. We just swap creatures with somebody. Yeah, exactly. My brain ain't braining. Like, it feels like, and then I also don't know why we lost a creature out of all this. So it's get fished fisherman. It's legal. It's legal. This is a legal card. It's not gonna break the game or anything like that. Yes, something's fishy on this card. Very fishy. Captain Rumia. Saw Orin. You're gonna get the crickets. Also, for $2. Maybe I have if you give me a $2 super chat, I'm looking at it. I'm reading the card and then I'm leaving. Saw Orin with a cute cat. Huh? It's not even something I can find. Okay, this will be. Did you have a super chat? Wonder, did you just post it or something? I'm looking for Saw Orin. Is there a Saw Orin here? Anyone called Saw Orin? No, I don't see anything. Don't understand that. What was the super chat, Captain Rumi? I don't get it. He likes Pedgeman's card. Okay, so I'll say this will be half. Will be worth half of a super chat for some other one. 4 Paths of Life with the Magic Malpractice. Oh, it's right in front of me. I'm an idiot. Wasn't even paying attention. Okay, for 7 mana, Magic Malpractice is a 7 mana sorcery. Each player sets aside all cards they own currently in exile. Then exile all cards in their library. Then shuffle all cards in their graveyard into their library. Then place all cards they set aside into their graveyard. After resolving the spell, exile it face down. What the hell is going on here? Each player sets aside all cards they own currently in exile. Okay, they're all gone. So the boards are wiped. Then exile all cards in their library. I have no library. Then shuffle all cards in their graveyard into the library. Well, that's not good. Then place all cards set aside into the grave. Basically the board state goes to the graveyard. The graveyard becomes our deck. This is broken somehow. I don't know how, but this is just broken. If someone enables Tron on turn 3, they can cast this card, and probably you have no deck. This is a terrible way to rotate zones, because what if you have nothing in the graveyard? Then you just lose you just instantly lose next turn. Yeah, I think it danger. I think this card at danger. 7 mana is not even that hard to pull off. So you'd be okay, if the game starts with almost nothing in the graveyard, and if you feel, all you have to do is fill your graveyard with 3 things, ramp into this card, Magic Malpractice, everyone loses everything, their graveyard becomes their library, and they're going to deck themselves. Yeah, dang, it affects, that's exactly right, each player. And he came in just in time. The freebies are on the way. The delicious freebies, Anna. The super delicious freebies. So anyway, if anyone can save this card, I doubt it. I think this card is just completely broken. It's a completely broken card in half. I don't know what you have to do to make this thing fair. Make it Wooburg and 10 mana or something. Then at that point, there will probably be enough cards played. Idea a bit of a game has been played. Pay 7 to Thassa's Oracle. The flavor text is about Nadu. One mistake can ruin many lives. I don't know if it directly is talking about Nadu. But the way I look at this is just a 1-card win. It's just a 1-card win condition. Alternatively, it's fair, I guess, if it only affects you. But I don't think that's the point of this card. Nikachu is concerned with letting people deck themselves because they could get hurt. Yeah, that's right. And you win too easily. All right, we got super. Okay, Anna, what do you got for me, Anna? It's your time. The next super chat is compliments of Noise Marrow, a dono to chat. All right, Anna, this is your moment. Or does anyone ready for some freebies? Because there's quite a few freebies to be had. Okay, Z-Man Vader wants to super chat. Playground rules. Oh god, this is so weird. So this is it's a 1 mana and quadruple X. So likely you only get to pay X of 1. Playground rules enters with X bully counters. It's an enchantment. Opponents can't cast artifacts, creatures, enchantments, or sorceries with mana value equal to or less than the bully counters on the playground. It's basically a new Chalice of the Void or something. We did this already? I don't remember this card. Or did we do this last week? I do not remember this card at all, unless I blasted through it. Didn't we see this on the show before? Am I seeing? I do not remember this card. Some of us are not addicted to the custom card Discord. This seems pretty unique to me. So the only thing different about this card from Chalice of the Void is that it also counts everything under it. So if you go playground rules for 3, if you somehow had 13 mana, yeah, playground rules for 3, then you get 3 counters, and then yeah, you can't play anything for 3 or less. Is it countered, or you just can't cast it? Opponents can't cast artifacts. Again, just no cast. No cast allowed. You don't do it. You keep your cards to yourself. I think this is a very annoying. This is such a brutally awful card to play against, but I think it's fine. It doesn't remove instants. Opponents can't cast artifacts, creatures, enchantments, or sorceries. That's weird. Instants allowed. How about planeswalkers? Planeswalkers are also good. Weird. All right. I don't like it, so it's not allowed. I guess the bullies, they like instants. Bullies love instants. Okay, next we've got... Oh, wait a minute. Christmas Pterodactyl says X0 to stop free spells. That's a good point, actually. I like that. So you can play this for 1 mana to wreck 0 mana decks. Screw your Mox Opal and stuff like that. This can't cast artifacts, but you can still activate it if you can get underneath this thing. Okay, and you get a card too. We got Kessler, leader of the First Sons. Please read the post. Leader. Okay, so we have a big post, and by the way, this is compliments of this super chat is compliments of Argentina. Gotta thank Argentina for that one. Okay, continuing my infamous video game card series. Kessler, leader of the First Sons. New keyword, brutality. Brutality N. When the creature deals combat damage to a creature, put N -1/-1 counters on and a finality counter on it. So it's like Wither with finality counters. The effect already existed in Magic, minus the finality counter. I just gave it a keyword. Thumbs up. To be clear, it gets a counter in addition to taking damage, not instead like Wither. Oh, so it gets the -1/-1s and the Wither? It's a version of Toxic, different from Infect or Wither. Okay, Kessler, leader of the First Sons, a 4 mana 2/5. Human Conduit Rogue. It's got First Strike, and it's got Brutality 1. I have a feeling Brutality is like the type of thing, like, you can't go much higher than 2. Once you get, like, if it goes to 2 or higher, it's already broken. So Brutality, or like Brutality 1, fine. Brutality 2, already very strong. And then when Kessler dies, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control with a finality counter on it. Yeah, this is fine. The only awkward thing is Brutality is like it's an awkward mechanic if you don't know what it is. It's like, okay, look, you're going to get -1/-1 counters. It's like Infect, except it's not Infect. In fact, you're still taking the damage. Also, your creature gets a finality counter on it. Don't forget about that thing. Yeah, and it's the type of mechanic, like, when you explain it to someone, they're going to think you're making things up. When I had to explain, like, the Blood Moon, or in my case, Spreading Seas versus Urza Saga, interaction before they changed the Saga rule, it always felt like I was making things up to my opponent. I always prefaced it. You can call a judge, but this is how it works. You're gonna lose your card. New creature type on the bingo for conduit. Oh yeah, it's a conduit. All right, we got conduit cards. New creature type. Eventually, we got to stop saying the creature type that appears each week isn't new. You know what? I said that, Rose Kitty. So I can't remember what it was, but there was this like one. I can't remember. Every so often, people have a series of cards with like a new type of like a new creature type, but it repeats every single week. But whatever, I just let it slide. People, you know what? You know what it comes down to? People just like the bingo card. They just like get slapped something on that bingo card. We almost had a bingo. Well, almost. Not good. Yeah, it was dark. Well, every so often it's like Darken or what was another one? Darken was one. Also 5+ word card name. Ooh, can only get one bingo per card. Yeah, no, we only got one card. The conduit. This is spent on conduit. That love the 5+1 isn't going to work. I put this new rule in place to prevent people from gaming the system. Some people were submitting cards that like nailed 10 bingo squares on one card. It was just a card full of words, and it was anime and 5 words and a new creature type. This actually qualifies for a lot of things on the bingo card. That's why. Anyway, I have nothing else to say about this card. It's a very fair card. Also, super fair that the power is really power is very small while also having brutality 1. Okay, next we have 2 super chats from Big Mike. Who's getting 2 super chats? Does anyone not get a card today? I don't know anyone else who doesn't have a card. Z-Man Fader just got a card. Yeah, all rules are made up, to be fair. Yeah, by Wizards of the Coast. But once they make it, it's canon. Oh, Steve Cooper doesn't have a card. Let's give one to Steve Cooper. Very deserving of a super chat. I got Dupli Mage. Sounds like Derpy Mage. Dupli Mage version 1. Okay, let's take a look. Broke until payday. That's fine. Sometimes we donate, sometimes we gotta take donations. Okay, we have a Dupli Mage. It's a red 0/2 elemental wizard. To tap, this Dupli Mage deals 1 damage to any target. Okay, whenever you copy an instant or sorcery spell, that's a grammar fail. Come on, you know better. You did that on purpose, Steve Cooper. I don't really believe that was real. I don't think that was genuine. Your English is very good. It hits different squares. 5+ cards in the name, 5+ card types. Yeah, it's a lot of squares. I made those rules to counteract you, Anna. Genuine typo, whoops. Okay, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, untap the Dupli Mage. How good or bad is this? It's a 1-mana pinger that can ping for a lot. So you can tap, deal a damage, cast a burn spell, tap another. Basically, it's like tap, deal 2 for 1 mana. Is that too strong? I don't think the card is weak. I think the card is actually really, really strong. Why attack with 2 power creatures when I can just deal direct damage with this thing? This 1 mana 0/2 can take down a 5/5 creature. Because you could like ping 1, deal 3 with lightning bolt, untap, deal another 1. And then if you have like more cards to play on the same turn, you can keep tapping it. Yeah, this is insanely good relative to similar creatures. Thermo Alchemist is 2 mana, can only hit players. I think it's really strong. I don't know if it's too strong. You know, if you presented this card to me, say 10 years ago, I'm like, you're out of your mind, it's danger. But maybe today it's okay. Maybe today it's okay. Not to mention you can just kill the damn thing. Can you change the square to 5+ words in name instead of creature type conduit? Since I made a conduit creature every week. What do you want? Okay, hold on. What was it? You want to change? Why do you want to change it? So you want to move the. What was it? The new custom. No, not new custom. New creature type, and you wanted to move it to. I mean, I don't care if it's a conduit every week. We've had Darkens every week for like years. 5+ words in name. Okay, 5+. Oh, okay. Do you want to see what Anna did? Anna wanted to move from new creature type to 5+ words in name for a very specific reason because that made a bingo. That was very funny. That will. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. It's not what I want to do. The scribblies. Okay, we have a bingo here. We have one bingo. That means one extra donation. Later. Okay, Dupli Mage. Okay, I'll allow it. I'm not 100% sure about it. What's the other ones? The same thing. Whenever a player copies an instant or sorcery spell, untap Dupli Mage. Whenever you copy, you copy. Oh, you have to copy an instant or sorcery spell. Okay. That honestly is a lot harder to pull off. That's infinitely harder to pull off. I thought you just play an instant or sorcery spell. Copying is a completely different deal. My YouTube says it's 4 hours already. It is not. It is 2 hours. Okay, it's 2 hours. We're 2 hours. Look, you didn't even need to move anything, Anna. You didn't need to move anything. You really torched another bingo. Okay, next. Well, okay, who wants the super chat here? Do we have anyone for a super chat? If anyone has a card for a super chat, let me know. There are still super chats available. Otherwise, I'm going to take somebody from our chat or from our Discord that has nothing. That has absolutely nothing. These are Pedgeman cards. I'm sure I'm going to run into somebody. Family Feud was done. Big Mike got their cards. Almost all of these. Damn Draws got a card. Det didn't get a card. All right, I'm gonna give a super chat to Det. You're gonna get something here, Det. Okay, we have Ratimus. This is a 2-mana 1/1 rat beast. It's got Afflict 1 and Afflict 1. Why are we doing this twice? Whenever this creature becomes blocked, defending player loses 1 life. So it has like, wait, it just triggers twice? Tap, create a 1/1 black rat creature token. I don't get it. Whenever this creature becomes blocked, defending player loses 1 life. It's not even going to attack because it's got the 1/1 black rat ability. Would never happen. You got like a lot of cards, Bacon Cat Bug. Didn't you literally donate for like a bunch of cards? I'm trying to get some people who don't have any cards at all. Erithus, you have a card? Fixing oversight in the past. I wonder how we can break this. Legacy Elves. Okay, we can take a look at that. Why not Afflict 2? That is a very good question, Z-Man Vader. That's a very, very good question. I mean, that's one question. My second question is why attack with this card at all? Okay, it makes some sense. They'll probably let the 1 damage through because if they block, they have to lose 2 life. But this is a rat maker. You don't want to. It's your golden goose. If you attack with it, it's like you're like cutting someone open to get all the gooses in. Get all the golden eggs at the same time. Yeah, save ink. More triggers for whatever reason. It plays around Stifle because there needs to be 2 triggers, I guess. Don't worry, Bacon Catbug. There's always another custom card day. Always another custom card day. Okay, I'm gonna say this is very fine. Okay, let's look at Arethusa. I can't remember if you got a super chat or not. Fixing an oversight in the past. Oh! So this is compliments of Captain Rumia, which had like half of a half of a donation here. Hozumi Enchanting Hostess. This is a 3-mana, 3/3 raccoon dog spirit, a legendary creature. It's a little bit of everything. When Hozumi enters, if you cast 4 or more other spells this turn, exile all other creatures you control. Then search your library for up to X green creature cards that each have a different mana value other than Hozumi, where X is the number of creatures exiled this way. Put them onto the battlefield, then shuffle. We got a little runoff here, you know? The X is trying to get away here. Exhaust for 2 mana, up to 2. The grammatical errors are a little obscene here. A lot of raccoon spotted, yes. Someone's noticing all the raccoons. Steve Cooper sees a raccoon. Jeff sees a waifu. Okay, exhaust for 2. Up to 2 target creatures you don't control lose all abilities and becomes a green fairy creature with base power and toughness 1/1 with flying. Bingo, too much X. It goes off the text box. We have 1, 2. It's got to be at least 3. 2 is too little. And it says it's only half a donut. We still talk about the card or just read it? Oh. Well, it's, you know, I'm just trying to make use of other people's free money. Well, I don't know what to say about this card. I don't understand it. So it has an ETB. If you can't, it's a complicated card. ETB, if you cast 4 or more other spells this turn. That's insane. This is like your 5th spell. Exile all other creatures you control. Then search your library for up to X green creature cards that each have a different mana value other than Hozumi, where X is the number of creatures exiled this way. Put them onto the battlefield and shuffle. This is a very complicated card. It's basically if you have to play 4 cards. If this is your 5th card, get rid of all your creatures. Look for all those creatures that aren't 3 mana. Put them onto the battlefield. And it's got a weird exhaust. Exhaust for 2 mana. Up to 2 target creatures you don't control lose abilities and become a green fairy creature with base power and toughness 1/1. This is complicated. I think this card's a bit too complicated. You exile 10 tokens to get 10 Eldrazi. Number of creatures. Where X is number of creatures exiled this way. Oh, I see. Yeah, because you exile 10. If you exile 10 creatures, that the X is 10. That's correct. It isn't goes off the text box during preview. MTG Cardsmith being Cardsmith, I guess. What is the best MTG card generator then? Bingo wordy card. Fortunately, it's already done. It's already done. So it's over. Can't have another wordy card. Okay, I guess. I don't know if this is broken or not. I'm gonna say it's okay. But it's potentially it's broken. Potentially. No, it can't be. You have to play 4. Okay, if you are playing 4 cards before this thing enters the battlefield, then like you're winning the game somehow. That's all I can say. You're basically already winning the game. Bingo 5 card types. Oh, that's true actually. Yeah. Bingo 5 plus card types. We got 5 card types and that play 4 Mem Knights. Easier said than done, especially in Commander. Okay, now we get to our bingo card. There is only 1 bingo. You can't add more bingos once we get to the bingo card. So what do we got? Who has did anyone else not get a card? As a freebie, if you wouldn't mind, last card for the week. You like contributed 3 cards basically. You had 2 cards at the beginning of the show, and then you donated 1. 2 Yu-Gi-Oh! Bandit Keith says this is 2 Yu-Gi-Oh! Of a card, even for Bandit Keith. Okay, I'm gonna scour. Oh, here we go. Solfem, thank you so much. Okay, you get the last one. No card yet. Olam Deuce. What is this? Olam Olam Do. Very wordy card. I believe you. Oh my god! Oh my god, very wordy card, so feel free to pass on him. Not my best work. Okay, we have Olam Deuce, Lord of the Depths. Sorry, Depths. This is a 7-mana 7/7 Leviathan. It looks so clean. It's such a clean looking card. Olam Deuce has hexproof and indestructible if you control another Leviathan, Kraken, Octopus, or Serpent. Leviathans, Krakens, Octopuses, and Serpents you control can't be blocked if their power is equal to or less than the number of islands you control. And for 6 mana, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a Leviathan, Kraken, Octopus, or Serpent. You may cast the card from exile without paying its mana cost. Activate only as a sorcerer. I cannot believe it. This card literally makes sense. Despite all the words, I know exactly what this card does. So it gives hexproofs to everything, makes our other serpents unblockable if the islands, we have a lot of islands in play, and then we can like basically dig cards, dig for our stuff. Actually fair card. Super fair. Explanation about the origin of the name. Interesting. Yeah, what is with Olam Deuce? Is that like, I'm Googling this. I'm already on it. Olam Deuce. Sounds Latin for someday or formerly. The Deuce Accelerate is a choral chant from Disney's The Hunchback of Notre Dame, primarily featured in The Bells of Notre Dame. I have a feeling that is not what this is about. Oh yeah, I remember the minor spelling mistake sticker. This is a great card, and the words are just... Yes, 100... Bingo, very specific. Well, once we hit the bingo card, I can't add more bingos, because otherwise the bingos will just chain together for an eternity. All right, that's it for today. Amazing. It's actually a great way to end the show too, in my opinion. So as usual, my coffee crew, where do you want to be? You want to be here weekdays, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, especially every second Wednesday to do custom card shows. Thanks to everyone who supports the show. If you're a patron on Patreon, a member on YouTube, or you super chat to be part of the show, or even super chat so other people are part of the show, especially on custom card days. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here and being the show that it is today. People like contributors like Arethusa, Soulfim, Baking Catbug, Kano, Mercenary, Little Dead Fly, The Damn Draws, Noise Marrow. KenCon was here the entire time. Steve Cooper, Pyrefox, we got Jess, Bacon Catbug, of course. Bacon Catbug loves the custom card shows, as everyone does. So as usual, my coffee crew, keep brewing those coffees, and we're going to keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next cup.